Susie. "Well, we'll have to make sure this is the most fabulous dinner party ever, honey," I say brightly. "What's on the menu?" "Black cod." She's not cooking it, of course. Some Nobu-trained chef is doing the catering. "And there's a vegan." She spits the word out. Susie briefly embraced the whole clean eating fad before the lure of a steak and garlic butter became too much. "I mean, honestly, I'm putting up with all this from the girls too. They won't touch dairy, as if life isn't complicated enough." It's the first time today that she's mentioned the twins. Both are complete teenage brats. Simon adores them and they know it. I've seen them climb into his Range Rover, all waist-length blonde hair, pink lipstick, tiny waists, fake tan and heels, and he drives off like he's won the lottery. And poor, irrelevant Susie, with her creases and pot belly that no amount of sit-ups seemed to shift, and the ever-present glass of wine, is yesterday's news. She wasn't always like this. When she first came to the nail salon 5 years ago, she was full of joy, talking about how giving up her career in celebrity PR to be a full-time mum was the best move she'd ever made. How looking after the girls was the best job in the world, even if, as far as I could see, all she did was tell other people what to do. I didn't follow her then. Her story was too familiar, too commonplace. I didn't feel that connection. But when the twins started coming in, that's when I knew she'd be on my list. And Simon too. It's always been my tactic. Become their confidant, and then casually suggest other family members might like a session. Susie came in with the girls at first. But soon they were coming on their own, and that's when I began to breathe in their stories like a rush of terrible oxygen. Her nails are dry, and Susie's in no rush to go. But I've had my fill for the day. Even though I'm not on the guest list, I've got a dinner party to look forward to. Chapter 2. The reflection in the bathroom mirror needed attention. Her face was fine. He was always careful about that. But as Detective Chief Inspector Sue Fisher let her silk robe fall gently below her shoulders, the livid bruising on the tops of her arms glared back, daring her to expose it to the world. She ran her fingertips over the marks where his fat, thick fingers had been holding her, shaking her, and for a moment she was back in the living room, his voice distant and hollow as he ranted and seethed. Sue couldn't even remember what the latest tirade had been about. Spending too much time on jobs with her colleague Mike was usually behind it. There was a little arnica cream left in the tube as she smoothed it over her shoulders, trying not to wince. Sunlight streamed in through the bathroom window, and her phone said it would be 30 degrees today. Even the water in the cold tap was warm. This summer had been the hottest on record so far, and to Sue's horror, it showed no signs of abating. It was easy to cover up at work. People expected a shirt and jacket. But on her days off, it was harder to explain a long-sleeve t-shirt when everyone else was sun-worshipping in strappy tops. He was still asleep in bed. He'd be sorry, of course. There would be texts, tears, flowers, and the broken record promise to stop drinking. Keen not to wake him, she tiptoed around the bedroom, dressing as silently as possible, hoping that their son Tom hadn't heard the row. Being 14, he spent most of his time zoned out with headphones, oblivious to everything going on in the world. On the way to work, Sue cranked up the car stereo, shouting out the words to Mr. Brightside as she screamed into a void. The office was unusually quiet for a Tuesday morning. Mike, her deputy, was late as usual, but Sue didn't care. Tipping some of the murky brown liquid from the communal coffee machine into a cracked green mug, she was still logging onto her computer.